Once in a bustling Ghanaian town called Anokwa lived two young women, Ama and Ifwa. Ama was humble, respectful, the kind of woman who would kneel to greet elders, who helped the elderly carry their luggage, who would pause in the street to tie a child's shoelace, who always helped the needy even when she had little. Her beauty was quiet but powerful, like the glow of the moon that does not shout yet lights the night. Ifwa, her closest friend, was also beautiful, but her beauty was sharp, almost dangerous. Her tongue was sharper still. She insulted those who crossed her, showed no mercy to anyone, whether young or old. Yet, because Ama loved her like a sister, she often covered Ifwa's faults, defended her when others complained, and helped her again and again. But my people, hear me well. A snake may crawl beside you and still plan to bite you. One day, a nobleman returned from abroad. His name was Kwame. He was tall, handsome, with the confidence of a man who had walked the streets of London and New York, but carried the humility of a true Ghanaian son. When Kwame came to Anokwa, the whole town turned its head, but it was Ama who caught his heart. He watched her help an old woman carry her heavy load at the lorry station, saw how she bowed her head respectfully to elders, and he said in his heart, This is the woman I will build my life with. Kwame's love for Ama grew quickly, like fire catching dry grass. He courted her with gentleness, and Ama, though shy, accepted him. Their love became the talk of Anokwa. Ifwa watched all this with fire burning in her chest. Why her? Why Ama? She asked herself at night. Am I not beautiful enough? Am I not fit for Kwame? Her envy grew like a storm cloud. She began small, whispering into Kwame's mother's ears. Do you know Ama's family? They are not honorable. She pretends to be kind, but she's sly. You must not let your son marry her. But Kwame's love was not weak. He told his mother, I know Ama. I see her heart. She is the woman I want. Ifwa became desperate. One night, she drugged Ama's drink, sending her into a deep sleep. Then, in her wickedness, she brought a man to Ama's room, positioning him on the bed beside the unconscious Ama. She paid another woman to rush and call Kwame. Quick, come and see what your fiancé does in secret. Kwame rushed in, his heart pounding. But when he entered, his eyes, trained by wisdom, saw what others could not. Ama's stillness was not that of betrayal, but of deep sleep. Something felt wrong. He touched her hand and his heart whispered, This is not the truth. Though rumors spread in town, Kwame stood firm. His love for Ama did not break. Ifwa gnashed her teeth in secret. If this will not bring her down, then I will go deeper. One evening, Ifwa traveled to the edge of town, where an old fetish man lived in a crooked hut, smelling of herbs and smoke. She bowed low before him and said, Make me something to finish Ama once and for all. The fetish man's eyes glowed. He ground powders, chanted words, and gave her substance. Mix this into her body cream. She will lose her mind, and no man will desire her again. Ifwa smiled with dark triumph. Days later, Ama unsuspectingly used her cream. Slowly, her laughter turned strange, her words twisted, and before long, Ama wandered Asokwa's streets mad, her once gentle eyes now clouded with confusion. The town wept. Children cried, Hey, Sister Ama has gone mad. Kwame's heart shattered, but he refused to abandon her. Ifwa, however, celebrated in secret. At last, she whispered, The way is clear for me to take Kwame. But my people, when the gods watch, they watch with long eyes. Watch out for the second part of the story. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share my stories.